Here we go indeed. Good evening. Welcome to the show. You're watching Seeing the Unseen with Christopher LaPratt. My name's Kenan, his son and the producer of the show. Now, tonight, the title is Clean House, which the title is Cognitive Flexibility. Forgive me. There's some back and forth there. So, before I go any further, for anyone who's out there joining us for the first time or any time, say something in the chat so I know you're here. The first time, there's not any charge for readings, but going forward after that, it's $10 per card, or you can pay $100 and cover the entire month, which gives you 3 cards per week. And the show airs Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday at 6 p.m. Arizona time. Now, with this cognitive flexibility, I had a thought to share around, what it takes to get that and maintain that ability. First and foremost, a consistent sleep schedule, or at least the ability to sleep, even if that means napping from time to time. And how we eat can greatly affect our sleep as well. And why that sleep time is so important, because without it, we start to lose this creative ability that we all have. And one of the things I do that really helps me maintain healthy sleep is before I'm falling asleep and as I'm getting ready for bed and going to bed, I run through my day, like the course of my actions throughout the day, what I've done. I try to observe myself in a way that is impartial and assess what I could do better and how I could be a more kind, loving, generous, beautiful to myself, right? So that process is not always easy, but it's very much worth doing, I promise you. So thanks for listening to that, and enjoy the show. Here's Christopher.
Hey, thanks very much. Here's a great blessing for all of you as I light the incense. And really, we have these amazing tools, brains, that each one of us has. And it's really a gift. It's being able to use those brains to be able to create a life that we actually really, really want. So this incense for you is tonight to, and I wrote this down, so I'm going to share this with you, is return your soul's power to the rightful state of absolute joy and passion. Now, it's allowing yourself to rest. So that's the point that I wanted to share with you tonight, because our group card is, if you could pull up the group card, thank you, Kenan, is releasing purification, toxicity, and simply letting go. So for all of us on the show, we are creative people. We deal with thousands of tasks every day. So for us as creative people, rest allows the brain to be in default mode, a state where thinking is more flexible and novel. It helps us to recharge our creative reserve and moods. Now, it also helps us to weave together unrelated pieces of information. That's termed cognitive flexibility, being able to weave together pieces of information that seemingly are unrelated into something coherent and it makes sense. So when your brain has had its rest, it's more adept at connecting the dots in unconventional ways, a cornerstone of creativity. So when you begin to do this spiritual work, One of my teachers told me that when she started 40, 50 years ago, she did this one day seminar, and then she was staying at her brother's house. And so she went to her brother's house. She just kind of laid down. She goes, I'm just going to take a quick nap. Well, she woke up about 30 hours later, not realizing the time, but she was surrounded with beer cans and pizza boxes. And she woke up and she's like, what happened here? Well, she fell asleep on the couch. She's processing, right? And her brother had a party and invited all of his friends over, and they just never woke her up. Nor did she wake up, despite all the noise. She was so deep into this processing. So if you're feeling a little bit tired, especially with new energies coming in, just sleep. Just rest. Some of the things you can do: put salt under your bed, stretching before you go to bed, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Kenan has a routine where he just does some yoga stretches, especially with your legs and hips. These are things that are really important, because this card tonight is about purging what no longer serves you to your best and highest. And how willing are you to let go of, as Kenan calls them, precious, darling feelings? Because they don't really serve us. So when they come in, tell them to leave. These thoughts can be like flies. I don't care how you imagine it, whether you get a can of bug spray, whether you get a fly strip, I don't care how you picture it, but tell them to go. They're leaving your field. They're coming up to leave your field. So that's the point of this card, is to release, to let go. And the reason Kenan said that the title of the show is Clean House is because that was the original title that we were going to name the show. But clean house and cognitive flexibility is very similar, because when you're getting good rest or when you're feeling tired, know that you're cleaning house. Okay? That there's new neural pathways being set up, new ways of doing things. Just simply rest. Because if you're turning your brain on all the time, it doesn't really allow source to come in. If you're constantly worried about a solution or not having a solution, just simply dismiss the thoughts, allow source to come in, and you'll know the answers. You'll have it. So, excuse me. Okay. Did Jeff pop on yet? Okay, because I know Jeff called me about 5 minutes before the show and goes, I'm being on first. All right. All right, Jeff, here we go. And for those of you that are new on the show, excuse me, I just pull the card, and whatever card falls out. So, Jeff, this is silence. When people are talking at you, I've said on the show before, one of the things that can help, Jeff, is when you're talking to someone, remember, in your head go, I'm only going to talk to the real Sally. I'm only going to really talk to the real Fred. I'm not talking to their belief systems. I'm not talking to their projections. I'm not talking to any of that. Reverse, go, I'm only going to listen to the real Sally. I'm only going to hear the real Fred. So it's quieting the mind and be free of filling the space of silence. Use the silence for your benefit and for it to actually hear what is really being said. It's like listening to what they're not saying or what they're trying to cover over. This is what I feel like you're confronting lately, is looking below the surface. Yeah. Okay. We're good on that one. All right, Don. Thanks for being here. All right. So, Don, this is the past lives card. Anywhere where you felt you coulda, shoulda, woulda in this lifetime has many different lifetimes in it, right? You're in grade school, you're in middle school, you're in high school, you graduate, you go to college, you take your yoga training. These are all periods of our lifetime. And anywhere where there's been any coulda, woulda, shoulda, I could have said that, I should have done that, I should have gone down this road. Are you willing to let that go? And anywhere where you've carried over any failure from a previous life, are you willing to release, destroy, and uncreate that completely now? Or anywhere where you have done your best to make other people successful when they didn't want to be successful, are you willing to let that go now? Or even questioning other people's behaviors. Not questioning them, but trusting your gut and going, why would they do that? Why would they say that? Well, in psychology, and I know you're college educated, you have this sense, and a lot of people that are not college educated have still like a sixth sense that it's like narcissism, right? It's just simply a behavior. There's no need to answer the question, why do they behave like this? That's just the way they are. Why do dogs bark? Why do cats meow? It's kind of their nature, and there's no reason to waste any energy on trying to figure it out, but trust your gut. So this is a little bit like Jeff's card with, I'm only going to listen to the real what's going on here. Like a really good example of that is the movie Mean Girls. If anybody's ever seen that movie, it's these teenage girls that they're just so drippy, sweet, nice, but they're saying something completely different than what's on their face, or actually the words that they're saying. It's like your intuitiveness Okay. And then Dawn, are you willing to let go of the need to repeat lessons just to prove that you got them? I'm always and forever free of the need to repeat any lessons. I'm always and forever free of the need to repeat any lessons. That was a good one. Thank you. Okay. Do we have everybody on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. All right, my dear Marilyn. Yeah, Marilyn sent me this picture of this unbelievably beautiful obsidian ball that she bought. Really, really beautiful. She said it was Reiki charged, so I'm anxious to hear about that, Marilyn. That would really be fun. So you've got a birthday anniversary coming up. So it's around the, so what is it, April the 8th or 9th, around this time period. You know, I don't know who you've been thinking of lately that's on the other side, but light a candle for them. I don't know if their birthday's coming up. It's like I get like a female, a mother, or some kind of anniversary. There's some kind of anniversary, whether it's their birthday when they were here on the earth, but there's an anniversary around them. It's like lighting a candle. It's just simply lighting a candle for them. Because they're around you. Now, this may not make any sense right now. But it's kind of important for you to go to a party, or to hold a party, or to, it doesn't have to be a lot of people, but just have like a dinner party. Like, life is about celebration. When was the last time you really had a fun celebration with other people?
She says it was 29 years since her twin sister passed.
Oh, okay. That's so. These are sisters. That's perfectly. That is absolutely makes sense. And it's just lighting a candle, right, for her, sending her love, sending her light.
She says her second sister also passed in the springtime. How interesting.
So this is like this is like your mother and these two sisters. Do you see this card? How beautiful this is! It's like this joy, it's this celebration, and just being honor of that. They're around you. It's just lighting the field up around that. It's just not. They're in joy. They're in peace, and they wanted to impart that to you. Yeah, there's this joy. So it's like, I don't know, like making one of your family's recipes, and just kind of having a party. Like having a party. They want you to have a party. Like celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. That's so amazing. All right, my dear cat, here we go. Yeah. Step into this adventure. The path will appear as you move forward. Universe, show me now how this or something better can happen. This is the light at the end of the tunnel. So this is so Kat, you just simply need to rest your mind around trying to figure out how this is going to all come together. So go to a zoo, go to a park with the kids, go somewhere that's fun. Maybe it's the beach, maybe but it's developing this childlike trust. And it's important to go with your children to help remember for you to be in that childlike trust. It's like stimulating your own inner child and knowing somehow it's all going to work out. It's brought you this far. Trust, trust, trust. It's opening up for you big time. But you're more creative when you are having fun or when you give your brain a rest by having fun. So this is kind of like on the tails of Marilyn's card. That's really important. All right, Jared. I'm not going to say much about this card, Jared. I just work here with some energy with you, if that's okay, if you give me permission. This is really, it has been in the past, really invasive energy from a major family member, and I won't mention who right now, but you can give me a call because I feel like this is a little bit more private. Anywhere, Jared. So if you have a pen and paper, if you can write this down, I release and clear, destroy and uncreate all energies that are thwarting me now. Could you write that in there? I release and clear, destroy and uncreate all energies, especially from my family, that are thwarting me now. So this might be a really good mantra for everyone on the show. I release and clear all invasive energies, especially from my family, that are thwarting me now. And you can call me on this one a little bit more. I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Okay, and then we have, huh? Hey, Teresa, thanks for being here. Awesome. Participation. Step up, step up, step up. You can have other people play with you, but remember, it's your dolls, it's your doll house, it's your doll's clothes. You are in charge. You are in charge of your life. You're in charge of it. Claim it, own it, absolutely be there for it. And anyone that gets mad and threatens to go, well, that's not fair, I'm going home. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And usually then, and I'm talking about little kids playing, right? If you've watched little kids playing, they get upset because whatever, for whatever reason. And they go, I'm going home, I'm taking whatever. Okay, bye-bye. And then they usually come back, right? Because this is you being in charge. Like it's standing your ground and with no apologies. And then you having a much bigger range of influence. And you're being able to see that. Like you've always been very impactful, but this is you're actually seeing your energy affecting other people. This is your game. You're free of the need to play by other people's rules. That was really good. All right, my dear Karen, here we go. Oh, wait, no, to Abby. Sorry. Abby, here we go. All right, Abby. There's something with this, Abby. So what I'm seeing here are these waves, and I'm working on describing this to you. Okay, so it's like you're picking up. It's like you're picking up dog hearing. I don't even know how to describe this. But you know how dogs can hear different tones and different frequencies? That's where this is at with you. you're picking up different ideas. So, okay, let me give you an example. I think it was the reading last night, but then you texted me this story of you creating this wreath. You were just kind of inspired to do it for this dog that had passed for this family. And you created this wreath with a picture of this dog. So that is kind of an example of what I'm seeing here, but a wider range, and be free of defining it. Like if you had sat all day going, oh, how did I come up with that idea to do this wreath for that dog? You can't come up with an answer for that. Like it's like spending time worrying about how the television turns on or how a television works. You're not interested in the how. You're just interested in receiving these waves and knowing that they're coming in, but they're of a higher frequency. They're of a higher spiritual. They're of a higher spiritual resonance. So in any way, shape, or form, are you willing to let go of going, who, me? Oh, who, me? No, no. Yes, you. Yeah, you're, and it will be guiding you moment to moment. Exactly. Oh, well, that's a beautiful card. All right, Karen, then we've got Marilyn. All right, Karen, here we go. Oh, Karen, huge possibilities. You're being given the vision of eagle, of sight. Trust it. Are you willing to let go of being a gopher and step into your power? You're an eagle. You've just been an eagle thinking it was a gopher, where you just have a ground view of things. Higher view, coming in, taken care of, everything working out. Absolutely. Period. Done. Done. And there's something with, one of my favorite places is Green Valley, Arizona. Just south of Tucson, about 20 minutes. I don't know if there's an art house there or there's something there. Take a look at that. All right, my dear Marilyn, I know it's your bedtime, so Ashley and Marilyn on the East Coast representing. All right. So do you mind if I give you a little help here? Any energies, entities, that are no longer serving you to your best and highest, do you release and clear, destroy and uncreate, and send them on, never to return again? And any one of these energies or people that have passed on, or these spirits that have blamed you for not saving them, can you send them on? Or anywhere, anywhere where these entities have misidentified you as someone that they used to know and used to blame. Are you willing to destroy, release, and uncreate all of that right now? Okay, I can feel that clearing. Good. Change the salt under your bed, my dear. And just fill your house with light. Absolutely. You and Abby sit after the show, just 2-3 minutes, fill the house with light. Okay. All right, my dear Ashley, here we go. Yeah. Ashley, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Anger, resentment. Are you willing to let go? Release, clear, destroy, and uncreate any of that. Okay. And do we have Austin on, right? I thought Austin came on.
Lindsay and Austin are, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. They were on early after Abby.
Okay. So, actually, Austin and Lindsay, we'll get to you in a minute. So actually, this is letting go of, you take a shower, let go of resentment and anger. It's not yours. It is absolutely not yours. And anywhere where it's been projected at you, are you willing to release, clear, destroy, and uncreate all of that? It's mainly from your in-laws. Okay, we won't get into that, but that's where it's coming from. And if you know where that's coming from, it's not about your husband. Okay. Austin. And then we have Lindsay.
It was Lindsay and Austin, but yeah, you can use them.
Okay. All right. Okay, Austin. So we talked a little bit about this on one of the other shows. This is taking, like, you have really good insight into other people, but reverse that back into you. So what you say about others or to others, you say it because it's usually there's something with you. There's so when we grow up, when we're kids, we learn to actually parrot our parents, and we say things that they said or would say without even thinking, little family sayings, that type of thing. Well, it's even more so with our belief systems about ourselves. And we don't just say them, we think them. This is you putting really some pieces together. Listen to the people around you, what they're saying. Listen to them. Hear them. And where they're coming from. And this will change your life completely. And it's kind of like what we talked about where you were growing up and people said to you, I love you, but, I would really love you more if you did blah, blah, blah. Oy. Anywhere where you have believed that you've done it wrong, are you willing to let go of that wrongness in yourself? That's what this is. This is the last piece. This is the insight. This is the third eye being active. And tell people what's right with them first. It's like a sandwich, right? This is like Manager 101. Tell people what they're doing right. Then you give them the meat of the sandwich, which is here's what you can improve on, and then tell them what's good about themselves. Tell yourself what is good about yourself. Only speak good in your head about yourself. Okay, Lindsay. Yeah. Lindsay, you're being guided. So Jeff, I think I told this story the other night, is I knew I had to go to this event with Jeff, Ken and I. But I didn't know why I was going for sure, but I knew I had to be there. And then when we got there, it was like there was two women that we met, and that was why we needed to be there. It's like trusting your gut, but at the same time, like I did not go to two events, or I didn't commit to two other events because I'm like, no, there's something else coming up. And sure enough, something else came up that was really important. Not that the other things weren't important, but I just trusted my guidance, like trusted the source. You're tuning in more into source, but do it with love, absolute love. And you're being guided hugely. I wouldn't even be surprised if you're hearing music. It's almost like an angelic music. Or smelling fragrances, getting whiffs of fragrances. It's that kind of a thing. That's when you know that these beings are around. Okay, do we have everybody? Listen, if we have not got everybody, please say something in the chat. I'll give you a couple of minutes here. Does anyone else have any questions or because we want to make sure we've got everybody. And we'll do this. Oh, so let me make this announcement. We're going to move tonight's Monday, right? We're going to move the Wednesday show to Thursday, just this week. We're moving the Wednesday show to Thursday. So I want to let everybody know. I'll send you all text reminders that we're doing the show same time, but Thursday night instead of Wednesday night. So great love to you. If you have any questions, huh?
Tiffany, I skipped. Yeah.
Tiffany. Oh, Tiffany?
Yeah. Tiffany.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tiffany. All right, Tiffany, thanks for saying something. All right. Here we go. I really appreciate you, Tiff. Thanks for hanging in there. Okay. Appreciate you, Tiffany. Thank you. Did she say something in the chat?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Thank you, Tiffany. All right. So just for your patience, I need to pull another card with this one. All right. You don't melt a glacier with one little match or even a torch. but even one match makes a little bit of difference. What you're doing here, Tiffany, is it doesn't feel like you're making any changes, but energetically, that blowtorch on an iceberg does begin to make a big difference. Be patient. What you're moving here with this organization, it's like an organization. It's like a construct, like a family, like a way of thinking. But it's more than just an organization. It's like a way of thinking. It's okay, like when people believe that the earth was flat. Well, some people still believe the earth is flat. And then they began to study, but it took a long time for them to come to the conclusion that, oh, the earth is round, or to agree upon it. Never underestimate the impact that you're having. You are having a big impact. This is that isolation. Be free of believing that you're doing this by yourself. You've got these angels, you've got these spirits that are changing consciousness. They're changing a way of doing things. And you're a huge, huge part of it. You're invaluable with it. And then I've got this innocence card with you, which has to deal with you're ready to snatch the crippet. You're ready to snatch the stone from the master's hand. Do you remember Kung Fu? David Carradine, Tiffany, that show that was on TV when we were growing up. Anyway, the master would say, snatch the stone from my hand, grasshopper. And for years he couldn't do it. Now you're doing it. And so never underestimate your ability to snatch the stone from the master. Because you are one. This is where you're making an impact. Be free of judging the extent of that impact, because it is making a big impact. Or eventually, it's making a big impact in the airwaves. This is kind of like Abby's card with the airwaves. Okay. All right. Do we have everybody now?
I believe so.
Okay. If everybody speak their mind, I'm apologize. We got a little mixed up there tonight, but great blessings to you. Happy eclipse. It was an amazing, amazing event. Great blessings to you. We'll see you Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Love you all.